Welcome, young mage. I'm Rhino, and today I am here with Ruben, with Magic Mikes, and let's go and start with the first question. Uh, when did your spark ignite?
Wow, when did my spark ignite? There's many ways to answer that question. In terms of Magic, I started playing Magic when I was 12. I learned it from a couple friends of mine that I grew up with, who I was in Boy Scouts with, and they had a big old cardboard box of Magic cards and Mad magazines and comic books and lots of things that 12-year-old boys like. And they started playing Magic, and I was like, "What's that? That looks great. Let's do that." And then immediately got hooked. I was so excited to get started with that kind of stuff. So I would say that's how my spark ignited.
Reaching and teaching young mages of all ages.
So, why do you choose Magic other than another game?
Oh, for making content. Well, it's my knowledge base. I mean, I've been playing Magic forever. I've been playing since I was 12, for 2/3 of my life almost at this point. And I have a real passion for the game. It's helped me grow so much as a person. When I was much younger, I used to play on the Junior Super Series, the JSS League, where I learned how to be cool under pressure and be able to perform in a high pressure situation, in addition to math and game theory and sportsmanship and lots of decision making that you don't typically get outside of a competitive gaming atmosphere. Beyond that, the further I've gotten into the game, the more content that I create, the more videos I make, or podcasts I join, or articles I write. As I've grown up, I've always been a performer. I've always been either a stand-up comedian or an actor or a writer of one kind or another, and doing Magic content really gives me a great avenue to be able to combine two of my great loves like that, which is ideal for me.
So, what fantastic Magic story do you have?
Fantastic Magic story. I mean, I have a lot of fantastic Magic stories. Not all of them can make air either. This is the young mage, not the old mage. But let's see. What's a good fantastic Magic story that I have? I went to college in a town called Athens, Ohio. And several of my friends at my local shop down in Athens, Ohio, developed a legacy deck that they affectionately refer to as Athens Blue. This was a mono blue control deck during the Mental Misstep era that used Energy Field, Vidalcan Shackles, some other really weirdo cards. This was a Jace the Mind Sculptor deck. Oh, it had Propaganda. This was a bizarre mix-up. I'm sure, yeah, mono blue control legacy thing. And I was never on board with it. I thought it was stupid and bad. And then I was at a Grand Prix in Cincinnati, Ohio, and didn't have a legacy deck for the tournament. And one of my buddies was like, "Hey, we have this extra Athens Blue deck. You want to play it?" And I was like, "Absolutely not. That deck is atrocious. I do not want to play that deck." And so I played the deck. And top-8'd that tournament with a deck I hated. I'd played against a lot, so I knew how it played. I knew the ins and outs of it, having sat across from it so often. But I was able to get I was 1-for-1 lifetime top-8ing tournaments with my Athens Blue control deck. So I'm proud of that. Because it's also like, not only did I have a good personal result, but it was sort of like a community result too, right? Like they got to say, "Hey, another copy of this won or did well in a tournament." And so some of my other Athens, Ohio folks like Eric Rill, who's won 4 opens now, he was a big proponent of the deck. Other folks who've made top 8s, like Chris Cronenberger, won a tournament with the deck. So yeah, that was a ton of fun.
Do you want to spoil anything from Magic Mike's?
I don't want to spoil anything,
Well,
but
yeah,
no,
yeah.
yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, Magic Mike's is always growing, always trying to be better, change and change for the better. We just had our very first Kickstarter for our set review show for Dominaria earlier in the year. We're skipping M19, but we're going to do another one in the fall for the Return to Ravnica, the Guilds of Ravnica. We're very excited for that, of course. And so when more news about that comes about, then you'll be the first to know. We get a preview card every set, pretty much. And I don't know how quick this video goes up, but we got a good one for M19. So if you're watching this in the future, compare this statement to what we got. And for me personally, I've got some exciting stuff in the works for the end of the year, not Magic Mike's related. Some other things that I can't talk about just yet, but keep an eye on the horizon. You'll be seeing more from Mox Ruby.
Well, I want to thank you for your time, and I have more videos coming out soon. So until then, Rhino out.